Hey, I'm Sammy, and I'm currently fighting Hodgkins Lymphoma. I got diagnosed in April 2012, so about 2.5 months ago. It was a massive shock to me. I had no idea I had cancer. When I first got diagnosed, I was doing a personal training course to become a personal trainer, more so just for the benefits of fitness and learning about nutrition, just to help me as a singer and to be more fit on stage. I went to the doctors and I said, I've got this massive lump in my throat. What could it be? Like, it doesn't feel natural. Like, I never had that before. And the doctor told me that it was a psychological problem. And I was like, okay, how could this be a psychological problem when it's physical? But yeah, I can feel it. But apparently I brought it on myself with a psychological problem, and she said to go see a psychologist. Like, I don't feel like I have a psychological problem, so I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave it and see how it goes. With my schedule at the time, I was really busy. I was singing lessons, dancing, going to the gym, doing a personal training course. I was signing with Warner at the time also, so I was in and out of there and yeah, just doing everything. And every single day I was just so tired. All I wanted to do was sleep. And I thought, yeah, I'm busy, but I'm healthy. Like, why is this happening? And a few months later, I noticed that the lump was getting bigger, and I'm thinking, okay, this is getting strange. And I told my parents, and they're like, okay, maybe it's just maybe like a muscle spasm, or there was all different things happening. We never thought cancer. So I left it. I thought, no, I can't do this anymore. Something is wrong with me. Like, I'm feeling sick. I left the course and I went and got an ultrasound done, and they had a look, and I had a massive mass in my throat. And they were like, oh, I'm sorry, we've never seen anything like this before. So I freaked out, thinking, oh my goodness, like actually taking it serious, like this could be something really bad. So I went outside and I hid behind a tree. Yeah, really smart, Sam. Yeah, I hid behind a tree and I cried. And the lady came outside looking for me because they wanted to do tests and biopsies and whatever. And I was freaked out and I didn't want to deal with it. They couldn't find me. I ran to my car and I hid. I put the seat down and I laid down and I was like, okay, I'm not dealing with this right now. I had biopsies done. I did a thin biopsy, and then I also did like this larger biopsy, and it was so painful. About a week later I got a phone call and they told me, no, it's not your thymus, it's actually like a lymphoma. And then that's when I was like, okay, what's lymphoma? And then I remember my brother calling and saying, lymphoma is cancer, Sam. Like, it's not, there's no such thing as a benign lymphoma. It's either you've got lymphoma or you don't. And that's when it kind of hit me like, okay, I have cancer. Yeah, so I was like, I have cancer, and then I had to get a PET scan done, and then once I had the PET scan done, it showed that I had a tumour in my throat, and I also had a tumour in my chest, and it was about 6.6 centimetres, so I'm quite lucky. I mean, I've heard of people with larger tumours. I wouldn't say I'm lucky, but I'm thankful that it wasn't larger than what it is. Much after that, I went and saw an oncologist, and he was like, we really need to get you on treatment. And then I found out it was chemotherapy, which was really scary, because when you think of chemotherapy, you're thinking like, okay, my head's going to be in a toilet bowl for the rest of my life, and I'm going to lose all my hair, and it's probably going to kill me before it heals me. I was just, all these things were going through my head. As you can see, I've had 2 chemotherapy treatments so far, and I have lost no hair. Like, literally, I've heard that after the 3rd treatment you usually lose it, so I'm not going to get too excited. Once I had chemotherapy though, oh my goodness, I had a really bad experience because I did IVF treatment beforehand. My ovaries were like 7 times larger than normal. So I had these massive ovaries, and I was injecting myself with hormones, and I was turning into a psycho crazy woman because I had that many hormones in my body. And then I had this operation, and it was freaking painful, and I don't recommend getting IVF before chemotherapy. And I hate it. It sucks. It's probably one of the worst things I've ever had to experience in my whole life, psychologically and physically. It's fixing the problem, so yay to chemo. I've had 4 treatments and I have 2 left, which is also amazing. Yay, 2 more. My last treatment was one of the hardest. It was so hard. When I first got diagnosed with cancer, I was more worried about my hair, losing my hair, not the chemo. But when I first had my session of chemotherapy, I was like, wow, I'd take my hair. I'd rather not have hair and not have to do this. This is like the worst thing in the world. I'm struggling to get there this week. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but hopefully with God's strength, He will helped me get there. I've got a pretty good coping mechanism, so I'm happy about that. I can pretty much go away and just act normal and live. I have to do 2 more treatments, then hopefully I'm done. Yeah, he doesn't trust me. I'm a little bit in denial, and I try not to go back, which is pretty scary. I'm getting back into music, which is awesome. You know, that's my biggest passion ever, and I feel like I've learned a lot from having cancer. Like, I feel like I can now go on with music afterwards and just not care, like not stress about the most stupidest things. You know, when you're close to dying and you have cancer, the only thing you care about is being alive and being healthy. So, you know, I just want to do what makes me happy and just giving everything to God and realizing that, you know, we're all going to die and it's not worth being so shallow on this earth, really. I think that, like, we're all here for a purpose, so we should live that purpose. And I think that's God's showing me that. I really like to get into helping young people with cancer, like even once a week going into the chemotherapy ward and just sitting with children and giving them hope. And you know, I think a lot of people have anxiety when they have chemo, and having somebody there to help them, even just someone to hold their hand, like that's a massive passion that I have, just to go in once a week and, you know, dedicate that day to just helping kids with cancer. I think that would just make me feel amazing, just being able to do that. And hi, how are you? I'm Sammy Taylor. Hey guys, I'm Sammy Taylor. Hey, I just thought I'd make a video just to... Hey guys, sorry. Okay, here we go. Finally, I've been meaning to do this video for such a long time. When I first got diagnosed with Hodgkins. Hey, I've been meaning to make a video for a while now. God, I suck at this. Hey. Hey. This is awkward.